there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. Communications. Item number 10827, a notification of S.K. Pierce Mansion application for National Register of Historic Places. Councilor Boudreaux?
Thank you, Madam President. I motion we refer this to the Public Welfare Committee for study and report.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Boudreaux, seconded by Councilor Donalowitz to refer item 10827 to the Public Welfare Committee. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. Item 10828, a notification of certification of property values. Councilor Donalowitz?
Thank you, Madam President. Once again, there's a number of items here that need to be referred to the Finance Committee. So 10828 in our packet down through 10841. I'd like to make a motion to refer those all to the Finance Committee for further study and report.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Donalowitz, seconded by Councilor Craig Cormier to refer items 10828, 10829, 10832, 10833, 10839, 10840, and 10841 to the Finance Committee for further study and report. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. The motion passes. Item 10838. We're on page 3 at the top, just to refer everyone, because I know we've done a lot of clumping here.
My apologies there.
Yeah. So 10838, a notification of acting police appointments and police department staffing. Report from the Appointments Committee. Councilor Tyros.
Thank you, Madam President. As the Mayor stated in the last Appointments Committee meeting, this notification contains updates relative to the Police Department's leadership and information regarding the progress of the city's home rule petition at the State House. I move to place this communication on file.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Tyros, seconded by Councilor Mack to place the notification on file. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. The motion passes. Item 10842, a communication from the Mayor regarding the FY 2023 supplemental budget proposal. Councilor Ron Cormier.
Because of the wide-reaching implications of budget proposals, I make a motion that this be referred to the Council Committee as a whole.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Ron Cormier, seconded by Councilor Donalowitz to refer item 10842 to the City Council as a committee of the whole. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. The motion passes. Item 10843, a communication from the Mayor regarding comments of the electrical rates. Councilor Ron Cormier.
I make a motion that we place this document on file.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Ron Cormier, seconded by Councilor Mack to place the communication on file. Is there discussion on the motion? Councilor Tyros.
Thank you, Madam President. I think this item should cause pause and remind each of us that we are, in our roles as city councilors, leaders of our community, and how we act and interact with each other, city officials, and constituents is a reflection of the community we represent. Let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with asking a question, but the way about you go it, that matters. The words we say and write hold weight. This leads me to my growing frustration at how new business has been used in the past when such a topic as this one and the next item are brought up in this manner without a motion. It silences all the councilors sitting to the left from commenting and debating on the topic, and that is why Rule 15 of this council sets a process and timeline for putting items on the agenda with proper notice so that councilors and the public can prepare themselves for discussion on the topic, and I highly recommend we follow that process moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Further discussion? Councilor Ron Cormier.
On this and the following motion item, there's occasions we need more detailed information in order for any of us to arrive at a solid and determined answer to our questions. In order that we don't come up with erroneous conclusions also. Any one of us can fall into that trap, if you will. I really want to thank the Mayor for taking the time to expound, I guess, on these issues. We have to educate ourselves. This is an opportunity for all of us to learn, and I so thank him.
Thank you, Councilor. Further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. The motion passes. Item 10844, a communication from the mayor regarding comments on the South Main Street Bridge. Councilor Ron Cormier.
Again, I make a motion that we place this on file.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Ron Cormier, seconded by Councilor Jenner Louds to place the communication on file. Is there discussion? Councilor Boone.
Thank you, Madam President. Our councilors and the public, I didn't want to go down this road in public, but alas, I must. It is stunning the mayor has put together 89 pages of documents when all I asked for was a simple question: to get an update on the bridge. Was I quick at sending another email 2 days later and brought it up 5 days later at our meeting? I guess so. However, since the mayor and his cohorts tried to wrongly and unsuccessfully remove me from the Monty Tech School Committee to put a relative, he has been non-responsive in his responses. I was angry, but I kept quiet until now. The mayor goes on to attack me for not having all the facts straight when I ask questions. I am not perfect. I make mistakes. I do my best with the time and resources available to me. I don't have a staff of multiple people. I only have myself. I appreciate the corrections when I forget or I'm wrong, and have stated that at meetings. The mayor also stated I am a member of the Public Safety Committee and didn't bring up the issue there. I only discovered and remembered the bridge issue when we all received an email on October 11th. And in fact, I had to drive that road and had to make a U-turn because I forgot the bridge was there because I was trying to get to Traverse Street. But anyways, I'd like to see warning signs closer to the old Knights of Columbus so large vehicles, unlike my car, can easily avoid getting caught at that dead end. Again, I was simply looking for an update and if we are exploring any alternatives. The mayor goes on to state, I never formally requested an update. Mr. Mayor and Madam President, I respectfully request you address the City Council and public regarding the Reader's Digest update of the bridge. Not on Facebook, not on GAW, but at a public meeting of the City Council or a public meeting as a whole so other residents have a chance to express their opinions. The mayor goes on to state, the mayor referenced a multiple property owner in Gardner that is now technically a resident of Clearwater, Florida. Not sure why that was important in the disclosure. I too hope to own a property in Florida where things are cheaper and possibly change my winter residency one day. Also, most of you know we have people serving on official boards and commissions that do not have their residency in Gardner. Anyway, as an elected city councilor, I want to work with the mayor, and I'm willing to put aside our past, but we will have to see how that works out. Mr. Mayor, I'm willing to try, are you? I may ask dumb questions from time to time, but I will continue to do my best for the city and its residents. I always taught my kids, it never hurts to ask. Thank you, Madam President. Respectfully, Jim Boone, Councilor James Boone.
Thank you, Councilor. Further discussion? Councilor Boudreaux?
I have a coffee cup that says this could have been an email, and I think I should have that out this evening. It pains me that there is this kind of discussion going on. When I first got here, it was always told, we don't attack each other on the floor. We don't attack each other on the floor. We don't attack each other on the floor. We keep it calm, cool, and collected. You keep it at the table. If you disagree with somebody there, you can still run into them. You shake their hand, you say hello, and you move on. That we went down that path for a couple years, down a bad path with former members of the council attacking and it didn't feel good then. For the last almost a year now, things have been very cordial, reminding me of older days, even before I was here, looking at the Gardner City Council as a kid and going, wow, that's cool. I want to be on that board someday. And I just think that we have to remember that we're, as a whole, respectfully representing the community. Us, the mayor, let's just be nice to each other. We're all attempting the same goal. We all would love for the bridges and the roads to be open and in better condition. In Ward 3, we had a bridge closed for the better part of 2 decades. And I stayed on that at a state level, at a local level, with the former administration. Never made a stink, never made any sort of comment or didn't attack anybody, and I would love to see us act that way moving forward. We are all colleagues, and it's not an election time right now, so we do not need to be attacking each other. We have work to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Further discussion? Councillor Harder?
Yes, I'd like to say thank you to Councillor Boudreau and Councillor Boone. Takes a lot of courage to step out of the norm and talk about this. When I first got on here almost 11 years ago, we were told never attack each other. You work together, you can agree to disagree. And it's taken not the greatest turn here, so I hope that in the future we've learned from this and we can do better with each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Further discussion? Councillor Tyros?
Thank you, Madam President. I'd just like to reiterate my points of interactions being professional and respectful. I think previous statements made in the emails that Councillor Boone had pointed out in the 89-page document, that we've been provided with information on this topic now. And I want to reiterate, just the manner in which these topics are brought before us. When they are done and so in new business, it silences the council. It doesn't give the ones that have already spoken on the left side of the current speaker a chance to respond, and that's not fair. And I think we can do better, and we can work together on this, because it is, to Councilor Harden's point, our community that we represent. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Further discussion? Councillor Jones?
To that point, that was the bit of the frustration sometimes with new business. Everyone enjoys to be able to speak about things going on in the community. I felt that I might be able to speak on it a little bit because I have looked into it. Not that I personally got these answers, someone else got these answers, they gave them to me. As was provided in our packet tonight, the railroad is going to be a problem. They are not going to let us do this. They will not give us permission to fix that bridge. I think that information has been out there, and I would have been able to provide it if I was able to speak. Was not, so hopefully going forward, I don't think there was necessarily any ill will in doing so. I think it was brought up with good intentions, without thinking about possible repercussions to fellow councilors to the left. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Further discussion? On the motion to place on file, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. Ordinances, item 10834, an ordinance to amend the code of the City of Gardner, Chapter 423, entitled Hackney and Other Carriages. Councillor Craig Cormier?
Yes, I move to refer to the Safety Committee for study and report.
Motion made by Councillor Craig Cormier, seconded by Councillor Harder, to refer the item to the Public Safety Committee for further study and report. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. Item 10830, we have moved to the beginning of the meeting and have already voted on. Item 10831, a measure confirming the mayor's appointment of Timothy McGonigal to the position of constable for term expiring October 25th, 2025. Councillor Tyros?
Thank you, Madam President. Council confirmation is not required for this appointment. I move to place this item on file.
Point of order.
Councillor Mack?
This says October 25th, 2022 on our agenda.
Should be 2025. Thank you. So we will amend the item to a measure confirming the mayor's appointment of Timothy McGonigal to the position of constable for a term expiring October 25th, 2025.
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made by Councillor General, seconded by Councillor Boudreau to amend the item. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. So voting on the amended item, a measure confirming the mayor's appointment of Timothy McGonigal to the position of constable for a term expiring October 25th, 2025. Is there a motion?
There is one.
I just did the amended.
He did the motion.
So, I'm sorry, motion made by Counselor Tyros,
Seconded.
now seconded by Counselor
Yeah.
Mack. Is there a discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. There are no petitions, applications, communications, etc. Reports of standing committees, appointments committee. Item 10811 we took out of order and voted on previously in the meeting. Safety committee, item 10814, an application to buy and sell secondhand motor vehicles class 2 for Sylvester R. Angui, located at 146 Sherman Street. Councilor Craig Cormier?
Yes, Safety Committee had a chance to meet on this business. We discussed it with both the police chief and city clerk. This individual's application is in good standing. There were no reasons put forth to prevent this application from going forward. The building chair was also, the director of building was also in favor of this. So I move the application.
Motion made by Councilor Craig Cormier, seconded by Councilor Harder to approve the application. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. Unfinished business and matters for reconsideration. Item 10798. We had a joint public hearing with the planning board earlier this evening on this item. A petition submitted by Private Oversight LLC for an ordinance to amend the Code of the City of Gardner, Chapter 675, entitled Zoning per Zoning Act, Mass General Law 40A. Councilor Boudreaux?
Thank you, Madam President. I respectfully request more time as we wait for the planning board to provide us with their final report.
Motion made by Councilor
Second.
Boudreaux, seconded by Councilor Boone. I'm sorry, there's no motion. He asked for more time. If there's any objection, we will have more time on this item.
Sorry, Madam President.
Moving into new business. Councilor Heath.
Yes. I just want to say tomorrow's election day. Vote with your hearts. I just want to go ahead and
Would you mind?
with your mind as well as bouncers. Boone's over there tapping his head. But I also want to say that this right here has been I guess I got elected a year ago. Now I was on a cruise ship at the time. Looking back at this last year, I've been watching, and I don't know if it's normal for these appointments and such, but the appointments that I see over here at the police station gives me a lot of hope for the future. So thank you, Mayor. There's a lot of good people that are going to be leading that police station, and that makes me very excited. And that's all I really have. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Tyros?
No new council business. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Denalowitz?
Nothing this evening, thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Mack?
Just a few community things this evening. I want to congratulate the Gardner High School Varsity Cheering Squad on their Mid-Watch League Championship this past weekend, and wish the best of luck to the varsity girls and boys soccer team as they go to the next round of their state soccer championship tomorrow night at Watkins Field. The girls are playing at 5 and the boys at 7. And last but not least, as we observe Veterans Day this Friday, in Perry Auditorium at 11 a.m. will be the annual Veterans Day services, and I hope people attend. It's a very special day, not just a day off of school or work, and I always enjoy attending annually with my veteran, my father, as we all here have people in our families who have served past and present. It's just great to see the city come together and honor our veterans. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Craig Cormier?
I'd just like to echo Councilor Heath's reminder. Take advantage tomorrow of your voice and go out and vote for your officials, as well as the 4 ballot questions that are on the ballot this year. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Boone?
Thank you, Madam President. Excuse me. Sadly, the Department of Public Utilities approved a drastic rate increase for gas and electric. What I don't understand is the DPU allowed 60% electric rate increase per news report, yet Gardner rate increased 129%. electric fees negotiated by the city from 10.5 cents per kilowatt hour to 24 cents per kilowatt hour for a 1-year term, which I've heard others say, well, that's good because, well, it's only 1 year that you have to pay that high rate. Constellation Energy, as we probably discussed last time, has a rate for, and this is a public service announcement, by the way. Constellation Energy has an 18 cent per kilowatt hour for a 3-year term. There is, as I think Councilor Boudreau pointed out last meeting, a $150 cancellation fee within the term. You do get a $50 gift card, so that knocks down the $150. It used to be $75. I guess they had too many people sign up. But anyways, Constellation phone number is 888-897-8604, or on the internet, search for Constellation Energy. As a property owner, Elmer Simoff has been emailing us and the city to be able to do more automated online payments for several weeks. And he says over a year ago. Today, Jennifer, our treasurer, copied us on an email stating she has reported to him it is a limitation of our Munis system. He stated Gardner's system is outdated and we need to get into the 21st century. I am wondering if our roadmap has a new system in mind and if we can be updated on such in the future. We all know we're all doing online payments, paperless billing, everything else. I remember I was on the school committee 20 years ago and the Munis system was a pain in the neck. And and John Richard has been amazing at picking that up and figuring out things. But I'm just curious if the city has a plan. I imagine they do. I'd be pleased to know what it is. On a lighter side, Councilor Mack kind of stole my thunder. Gardner High School boys soccer team wins the Central Mass State title. Isn't that awesome? When have we seen that from Gardner soccer? I got to attend the game last night at Watkins Field under the lights. It was an amazing event. Our boys won 5-1, and the girls won 8-0. Congrats to all of them. Next set of games, as Councilor Mack pointed out, is Wednesday at 5 p.m. at Watkins Field. Go and support your hometown team. Lastly, vote. Tomorrow is the last day we can vote. And if you haven't voted yet, please go out and vote. We drastically need change. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Boudreau?
With the utmost respect to my friend, Councilor Boone, 3 of your fellow councilors just asked you not to do that, and to place matters for consideration by the council onto the council calendar so that everybody may have the option to speak on it. In addition to that, being a municipal employee, I understand what it's like to have legislators, whether it be select board members or members of the public, members of town meeting, members of a appointed board and commission, bring things up publicly out of the blue without recognizing it on a department or executive level first. I just think that is the best way to get an answer. There are very, very, very few times when I go to one of our outstanding department heads in the city and don't get an answer within a short period of time. Maybe, much like myself, they don't have it right there. But one of my favorite things to tell people when I don't know is, I'll get back to you, and they can bet that I will. And I know most of the department heads in this city feel the same way. So again, with no disrespect, I feel like there's a proper and meaningful way to get things onto this calendar as we have in the past. And that it wasn't just speaking about electrical rates or the Munis system. Munis has problems, but the versions under Munis are trash. So we can actually benefit from having such an expensive and diligent system. Outside of that, I don't know how many of you have stopped by the city clerk's office recently. It looks like Santa's workshop in there. They're ripping open envelopes and just it's crazy how many vote by mail applications the city clerk's office has received in the last month. So thank you, Madam Clerk. Please forward my thanks to your election workers and your senior work offs that have come in over the last few months to help you with this really heavy lift. You're doing a wonderful job. I look forward to you getting some rest after this next week. Thank you very much. Everyone at home, please go out and vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Harder?
Yes, I just would like to say, please get out and vote. You do make a difference. Your vote is very important. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Ron Cornick?
Yeah, and when you do get out there to vote, and thank those poll workers that are working. We've all been following the news in other states and communities where they're not being thanked. They're being vilified, if anything. And hopefully the citizens of Gardner will thank the people who really put themselves out. It's not for the large salary that they receive, but they spend a lot of hours. It's a long day from 7 to 8 tomorrow night. It's dedication. It's dedication to serve all of us. So when you have a chance tomorrow, when you vote, thank them. That's all I have.
Thank you, Counselor. I have no new business. I'll entertain a motion on the floor to adjourn after the closing prayer.
So moved.
Motion made by Counselor Boudreaux, seconded by Counselor Mack. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Motion passes.
Almighty Father, who sees over all, as we adjourn, we thank you for the opportunity of joint deliberation and action witnessed during the course of this meeting. Bless, O Lord, all who are gathered here, and the people whose representative we are, and do thou attend to our common welfare until our next meeting. Amen.